Absolutely not.
Why did you say
The
so?
Saudis hasn't even begun the journey yet. It feels like our leaders and the people in the region are just sitting down and waiting, hoping that things will suddenly get better. But I must tell you, the future is built, it's planned. You don't stumble into it, right? Progress is deliberate. You
Okay.
have to make plans. What you find in the business sector where I belong is that for people to start, for investors or entrepreneurs to start businesses, you have to plan and plan and plan. You have to look for the right location. You have to raise money for that business, pay for that right location, fix it so good, so that it can attract attention, so that you can improve the sellability of the business, right? So you have to plan, draw a business plan, do a feasibility study, then look for financing and make a plan to be able to generate enough funds to pay back the financing you got from the bank or wherever. And so if the business community does that, how do we think that a country, a state, or a region can just tumble into progress? No, it's deliberate. You have to make, plans. You have to take planned steps to get where you want to be. Okay, and that's why this title is beautiful: a blueprint to a super prosperous Southeast.
Yeah.
What is a blueprint to begin with? For those who don't know, blueprint is like a plan. Like the plans you use for construction. They are printed in blues, so that's how that word came to be used, blueprints. So what is the blueprint for the Southeast? There is absolutely none. Okay, I wouldn't say I know everything that every state is doing. I'm from Anambra. I happen to have lived in Enugu all my life, apart from the days that I lived overseas. But I know that Anambra is taking deliberate steps to get to where it's going to be. They had a plan. I don't know if it's a 30-year or 50-year development plan, and it's working for them. They may not be there yet, but the beautiful thing about drawing a plan is that you draw the plan, you lay it down, and then you begin to follow it. In the beginning, it may look like nothing is happening, but after a while, that plan begins to come together, and then you begin to see things come together. Prosperity begins to come, IGR begins to grow, investors begin to come, and then you're wondering, how are they doing it? It's because they had a plan and they followed the plan. So the Southeast doesn't have a clearly stated developmental plan, and it has to do that. Okay. So leaders in the Southeast have to come together first of all and draw a plan. And when I talk about a plan, when we were kids, you heard about the Vision 2020.
Yeah,
that was a plan. It wasn't followed. 2020 is right here. And 1 year after 2020, a lot of the things that were promised, vision for all, power for all in 2020, good roads for all in 2020, none of that has happened because they just drew the plan and never followed it. So Southeast has to make a deliberate effort to draw a plan and actually follow that plan.
So